Welcome, everyone, to a very special, extensive deep dive into one of the most talked about, sensationalized, yet fundamentally extraordinary sports stories of the year. If you've been anywhere near social media, YouTube, or sports news aggregators recently, you have undoubtedly seen the headline blazing across your screens. Forbes Asia exposed the secret breakfast behind Eala's rise to number 29. It is a title designed to make you click, designed to make you wonder what magical, mystical combination of oats, proteins, or exotic fruits has supposedly propelled a young athlete to the absolute pinnacle of global tennis. You clicked, you wondered, and you searched for the secret formula. But today, we are going to unpack exactly what that headline means, what gets completely wrong, and what the actual verifiable truth is behind one of the most meteoric, historic, and inspiring rises in modern sports history. We are talking, of course, about the pride of the Philippines, Alexandra Eala, and her groundbreaking entry into Forbes' 30 Under 30 Asia list for the year 2026, alongside her phenomenal ascent to the world number 29 spot in the Women's Tennis Association rankings. This is not just a story about a breakfast routine. In fact, spoiler alert, the breakfast angle is 100% clickbait, a masterful, albeit misleading, piece of internet marketing used by various channels to draw you into a story that is actually about grit, relentless dedication, years of sweat equity, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Today, we are going completely unscripted in spirit, but deeply analytical in our approach, breaking down the anatomy of a viral headline, the reality of top-tier athletic conditioning, and the true milestones that led Forbes to recognize this 21-year-old phenom as a trailblazer not just in tennis, but across all of Asian sports and entertainment. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room, the so-called secret breakfast. In the modern era of digital media, our attention spans are constantly being hijacked by sensational claims. The idea that a single meal, a secret diet, or a hidden nutritional hack is responsible for an athlete breaking into the top 30 of the world is, frankly, an insult to the thousands of hours that athlete has spent on the court. But why do these headlines work? They work because human nature dictates that we look for shortcuts. We want to believe that there is a secret key to success that, if only we knew it, could unlock our own potential. When a YouTube channel or a sports blog slaps the word exposed next to a respected institution like Forbes Asia, it creates an irresistible aura of credibility mixed with scandal. It suggests that Forbes, a renowned business and financial publication, has somehow done an investigative journalism piece uncovering Eala's morning eating habits. The reality is that Forbes Asia did no such thing. What Forbes actually did was far more significant and far more rooted in hard facts. They recognized Eala in their 30 Under 30 list because she single-handedly reinvigorated the sport of tennis in the Philippines, a country traditionally dominated by basketball and volleyball. They recognized her because in March 2026, she achieved a career-high ranking of world number 29, becoming the highest-ranked Filipina tennis player in modern history. They recognized her because she became the first player from her country to be seeded at Grand Slam, stepping onto grass courts of Wimbledon as the 29th seed. These are the facts. These are the monumental achievements. And yet, the internet decided to boil all of this down to a fictional breakfast expose. As we transition into our deep dive analysis, it is crucial to understand the actual foundation of Eala's success, which started far away from the sensationalism of clickbait YouTube titles. Born into a family that appreciated sports, Alex's journey is a masterclass in long-term athletic development. We must talk about the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Spain. This is not a place where athletes are made overnight, and it certainly isn't a place where success is handed out over a bowl of secret cereal. The Academy is a grueling, world-class institution designed to forge champions through intense physical conditioning, elite technical training, and an immense focus on mental toughness. Eala moved there at a very young age, sacrificing the normalities of a regular teenage life to pursue a dream that, for a player from Southeast Asia, seems statistically improbable. The transition from junior tennis, where she won Grand Slam titles at the Australian Open, Roland Garros, and the U.S. Open, to the Professional Women's Tennis Association circuit is notoriously unforgiving. Countless junior champions fade away when faced with the power, the strategy, and the sheer physicality of seasoned adult professionals. But Eala did not fade. She adapted. She grew stronger, and she continuously refined her game. Her rise to number 29 in the world did not happen in a vacuum, nor did it happen overnight. It was built on the back of spectacular performances against some of the best players in the world. Consider her breakthrough runs on the WTA Tour. We are talking about deep runs at the ASB Classic in Auckland, the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, and the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. We are talking about stepping onto the court in Berlin and taking down top 10 stalwarts like Elena Rybakina and Alina Svitolina. These are not matches won by eating a special breakfast. These are matches won by executing flawless drop shots, grinding out long baseline rallies, maintaining composure during high-pressure tiebreaks, and possessing the physical stamina to outlast opponents who are older, more experienced, and physically imposing. Furthermore, her inclusion in the Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia list underscores a broader cultural impact. Alex Eala is not just playing for ranking points or prize money. She is carrying the hopes of an entire nation. The Philippines is a sports-crazed country, but tennis has rarely been at the forefront of the national consciousness. Eala has changed that narrative. By breaking into the top 50 and then the top 30, she has inspired a new generation of young Filipino athletes to pick up a racket. She has shown that with the right training environment, unwavering family support, and an ironclad work ethic, the geographical boundaries that often limit athletes from developing nations can be shattered. When Forbes highlighted her in their entertainment and sports category, alongside other cultural icons like singer-songwriter Zach Tabudlo, they were validating her status as a cultural phenomenon, a Gen Z icon who is rewriting the playbook for what a Filipino athlete can achieve on the global stage. That SO was the real secret behind Alex Eala's rise. It is the mundane, unglamorous reality of professional sports. It is waking up before dawn, day after day, year after year. It is pushing through injuries, like the elbow strain she dealt with leading up to major tournaments. It is analyzing game tape, tweaking the mechanics of her serve, improving her lateral movement, and developing a tactical mindset that allows her to dismantle opponents' game plans. It is the mental resilience to brush off a tough loss and come back swinging in the next tournament. It is a strategic scheduling by her coaching team, ensuring she plays the right tournaments to maximize her points while managing her physical load. The narrative of a secret breakfast diminishes all of this hard work. It attempts to package a lifetime of dedication into a neat, easily consumable, and highly clickable lie. As consumers of sports media, we have a responsibility to look past these sensationalized headlines and appreciate the actual grueling journey of the athlete. We need to celebrate the forehands, the backhands, the strategic brilliance, and the mental fortitude. We need to look at the fact that she entered Wimbledon as a seeded player, a historic first that guarantees she avoids top-tier opponents in the opening rounds, a privilege earned purely through her accumulated success over the past 52 weeks. As we draw this extensive analysis to a close, it is incredibly important to reflect on what the story of Alex Eala truly represents and how we consume information in the digital age. The clickbait headline claiming that Forbes Asia exposed a secret breakfast is a perfect microcosm of modern internet culture. It takes a genuinely incredible historic achievement and wraps it in a shiny, misleading wrapper to generate ad revenue and views. But you, the audience, deserve better than that. You deserve to know the real story. The story of a young woman from the Philippines who left her home, trained under the philosophy of Rafael Nadal, dominated the junior ranks, and is now systematically dismantling the top tiers of professional women's tennis. Her ranking of 29 in the world is not a fluke, and it is certainly not the result of a dietary gimmick. It is a result of blood, sweat, tears, and an unyielding desire to be the best. Forbes placed her on their 30 Under 30 list because she is a pioneer, a trailblazer who is expanding the footprint of tennis in Southeast Asia and inspiring millions. Moving forward, whenever you see a headline promising a secret trick, a hidden expose, or an unbelievable shortcut to success, especially concerning elite athletes, I urge you to look deeper. The real secrets to success are rarely secrets at all. They are just incredibly difficult to execute. They require discipline that most people are unwilling to endure. Alex Eala is currently living out the rewards of that discipline. As she continues her journey on the WTA Tour, participating in Grand Slams, carrying the flag of the Philippines, and climbing even higher in the rankings, let us focus on her actual gameplay, her sportsmanship, and her authentic journey. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive. If you appreciate factual in-depth sports analysis that cuts through the noise and respects the true grind of the athletes, you know what to do. The journey of Alex Eala is just beginning, and the heights she will reach are bound to be extraordinary, fueled not by a secret breakfast, but by an undeniable generational talent and an unbreakable will to win.